Louisiana, Mississippi RG spreads Braille flag cheer by Gary Scholerman, Louisiana, Mississippi Regional Group. Two photos accompany this feature story. The first is a group photo that includes 9 individuals, all with faint smiles, standing side by side in front of a wall, replete with famed historic posters that promote the U.S. military. 7 of the 9 persons in the photo, 3 on the left and 4 on the right, are attired in gold-colored Lions Club jackets. One of the jacket-clad gentlemen on the right, but close to the center, is displaying with one hand the plaque that acknowledges Braille flag donors. A lady to the left is holding up the other end of the plaque. The subsequent gentleman to the left, dressed in a sport coat and holding a white cane, is also holding the Braille flag being presented. The caption states, flanked on both sides by DeRidder, Louisiana, Lions Club members, Louisiana, Mississippi Regional Group Secretary Gary Scholerman, and DeRidder Lions Club President Lance Grant, present Braille flag to Faith Scott, director of the DeRidder War Memorial Civic Center. The second photo is also a standing group photo of 9 persons. Only Gary Scholerman, however, the gentleman with the white cane and the Braille flag in hand, is pictured in both photos. No smiles are visible because all photo subjects are masked. Moving left to right, the picture reveals 2 ladies, then 3 gentlemen, and, lastly, alternating women and men among the final 4 standing. Gary is standing third to the far right, and to his immediate right is a lady holding the plaque acknowledging the flag donors. The caption reads, left to right, Loria Jackson, Fort Polk CBOC Administrative Officer. Portia Lott, RN, Clinic Nurse Manager. Kyle Herbert, Grand Knight of St. Michael the Archangel Knights of Columbus. BVA member and Grand Knight Kenneth Lecomte. Alexandria, Louisiana, VA Medical Center Director Peter Dancy. Gloria Cross, Gary Scholerman. VW Post 3106 Commander Paula Baldwin. And VFW Post 3106 Chaplain Jack Bolger. The feature begins. Although the weather in the Deep South was mild this winter, especially when comparing it with that of our northern brothers and sisters throughout the country, we were tempted to sit on our laurels and do nothing but take in hot drinks by the fireplace. Fortunately, we were strong-willed and did not give in to that temptation. Some of our members took advantage of VA's winter sports clinic and learned how to ski and snowboard without breaking any bones. Many enjoyed the virtual classes offered by some of the VA blind rehabilitation centers or other virtual learning centers. A few took it upon themselves to get a bronze Braille American flag placed on their local community-based outpatient clinic, CBOC, or other public high-traffic areas. On February 2, the Louisiana-Mississippi Regional Group, supported by the DeRidder, Louisiana, Lions Club, presented a bronze Braille American flag to the DeRidder War Memorial Civic Center in the Beauregard Parish of Louisiana. This regional group presentation was made more momentous for the group since the Civic Center is the site of the first off-installation United Service Organization, USO, club in the United States. The center was opened 10 days before the bombing of Pearl Harbor on November 27, 1941, at a cost of $57,480. The facility was the first one built for and exclusively used by the USO. It was one of 5 different sizes of Type A buildings designed by the Quartermaster Corps and designated for USOs. The DeRidder USO was used for the recreational and spiritual welfare of the Army and Air Force in the area. Workers labored day and night to complete the building, and, rather miraculously, it was ready in 39 calendar days to provide the soldiers a home away from home. Dozens of volunteers from DeRidder and the surrounding area aided in letter writing, providing dance partners, or performing kitchen duties for dozens of displaced servicemen. At that time, the USO facility was open to any enlisted man in, quote, good standing, unquote, with no drinking or fighting allowed. Dances were held 3 nights a week, with local girls carefully chaperoned to and from each event. Nobody left with a soldier. It was a place for good, clean fun, and which continued to serve the military through the Korean War. The building is preserved in its original condition, and dances are still held on the original floor. This USO has the distinction of being listed in the National Register of Historic Places. Near the entrance, a museum has a display honoring 47 young Beauregard Parish men who gave their lives in World War II. We are humbled by the fact that the donated Braille flag and plaque honoring the veterans who established BVA on March 28, 1945, is now displayed next to the hometown heroes. Moving 30 miles north from DeRidder, our group presented another flag to the Fort Polk CBOC. Fort Polk is part of the Alexandria, Louisiana healthcare system, serving Leesville and the surrounding communities. BVA member Kenneth LeCompte was tireless in his efforts with the Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW, City of Leesville, and St. Michael the Archangel Catholic Church's Knights of Columbus to join in sponsoring the flag and plaque at Fort Polk. Ken contacted several organizations, and most were in favor of providing the support. Due to the pandemic, however, they were not meeting, or, if they were, they did not have a quorum to authorize the expenditure. There was also some money left in the John P. Cross Memorial Fund. John's wife, Gloria, told us that John would be honored to have his name on the plaque since he began his career at Fort Polk. John passed away less than a year ago. Present at the flag presentation from BVA were Gloria, Ken, and I. Representing the Alexandria healthcare system was Director Peter Dancy and Public Relations Officer Tammy Arnold. A full representation of staff from the Fort Polk CBOC and representatives from VFW's Post 3106 and St. Michael the Archangel Knights of Columbus were also in attendance. The flag and plaque will be mounted in a place of prominence where all can see and touch it, said Director Dancy, who also noted that of the 5 CBOCs in his catchment area, only the Jennings CBOC did not have the flag yet. We replied that we were working on filling that void. On March 16, the East Baton Rouge Lions Club and the affiliated Blind of Louisiana, ABL, Baton Rouge chapter joined with the regional group in sponsoring a Braille flag for the Louisiana School for the Visually Impaired, LSVI, located in Baton Rouge. The campus shares 120 well-manicured acres with the Louisiana School for the Deaf and is located next to the Louisiana State University campus and Death Valley, the LSU Tigers football stadium. LSVI usually has between 80 to 120 students of all ages, grades K through 12. My wife Marelle and I represented the regional group. We were a little early and spent some time under one of their pavilions with our guide, Ms. Blanche Falk. As we talked with Ms. Falk, an 8-year-old student named Destiny came by. Ms. Falk introduced us, and the child said, "Hello, my name is Destiny," and held out her hand for a handshake, truly an unusual gesture from someone her age. We asked Destiny if she read Braille. When she said that she did, I led her to the flag that was on one of the picnic tables. I then asked her if she knew what the American flag looked like, and she responded, "What is a flag?" After a brief explanation, we guided her around the flag, and she asked what the stars and stripes were for. Following that explanation, she started reading the Braille on the flag and realized that it was the Pledge of Allegiance that she recited each day in class. Shortly after that series of events, Wayne Laird and Zeke Dunaway from the East Baton Rouge Lions Club joined us. Then ABL Baton Rouge Chapter President Shelley Lejeune and Vice President Tommy Murphy arrived. Ms. Falk and the school's technology specialist, David Eller, along with 15 to 20 students, represented the school. I presented the flag to Ms. Falk and told the children about BVA, how the Lions Club has supported eye health for more than 100 years, and how the Lions Club began the use and public recognition of the white cane to identify the low vision and blind. I also mentioned ABL as an organization of blind and low-vision people who have banded together for support. As we were speaking, Ms. Falk took the flag to each student to allow them to feel the shape, the identifying marks, and the Braille on the flag. Those who could see clearly said that it was a delight to watch the children's faces as they felt around the flag, many not knowing before what the U.S. flag looked like. Afterward, we spoke with the children further. We asked if they played beep ball or had a beeping frisbee. Some said they knew what a beep ball was, but that they preferred baseball with a beeping ball and had no idea what a beeping frisbee was. After a brief explanation of what it is and what it does, I promised I would get them one. Now all I need to do is find it. We are all suckers for young, well-mannered children, but this place and its children were amazing. On April 15th, the South Baton Rouge CBOC received a flag. The Association of Educators for the Rehabilitation of Blind and Low Vision joined us in the presentation as one of the sponsors. Joe Burns had been trying to present this flag for nearly a year, but postponements occurred due to holidays and outbreaks of COVID-19. Those present that day also included VA Southeast Louisiana Healthcare System Director and Chief Executive Officer Fernando Rivera, a huge BVA supporter who has told us more than once that he wanted to attend all flag presentations in his area. We are presently working on placing the flags in the Monroe, Jennings, and Slidell CBOCs. We are also attempting to place a flag in the Louisiana Capitol building. The regional group has also been asked to present a flag to the National Vietnam War Museum in Weatherford, Texas, at the grand opening on June 25. All Bulletin readers everywhere are invited to join Joe and Gary for the presentation and party. If your VA facility does not have a bronze Braille American flag, contact me for information on how to contact your local veteran service organizations and other civilian philanthropic local service organizations in your community about donating to the purchase of a flag, $500, and the identifying plaque that acknowledges the donors, $100. As you can see from the last few flags that have been donated, many of the local civilian service organizations are more than willing to give to a flag that will be displayed in their area.